I've almost used it as a card to be like, you don't have to worry about that. Because I can't. However, what I do really like, a couple points, on that level, tomorrow we're going to be showing the Sundance shorts, and I was a juror on the Sundance shorts, so I'm really excited to like introduce them and talk about them because I saw every short at Sundance this year, and we have some great ones that we're going to be playing, and that was amazing for me because it's a chance to. What I realized when you get to watch shorts and when you get to be a juror for shorts, you're looking out for that next wave of talent, and I felt like I was activated. I was like, okay, when these people make a film, I'm going to know that they're talented. A couple of my film critic friends and I have joked that we want to start a TV club where we pick like 3 episodes of every single show and we watch those 3 things. So we know who the characters are, we know who the actors are, because I'm starting to feel behind. You know, I'm starting to feel very behind, and like these are actors that we're going to see pop up. We're seeing great careers get started in TV. We're also seeing great film careers move over to TV. And it does feel like you have to be bilingual, but oh my god, I need to like get off my couch sometime. I feel like I'm going to die and like I'm melting into a chair.
We launched a TV section 5 years ago, and there was some resistance to it at first, and then it became a no-brainer. It's like obviously that's the new normal with TV but it's overwhelming and it requires a totally different approach. You have to track a lot of different kinds of things. I do like writing about TV on occasion, and I'm drawn to TV that seems cinematic or is somehow more than just something that's episodic, but it's sort of justified in its own way as kind of a more creative. A show on HBO called High Maintenance, I think, is a great example. It's just a really sophisticated piece of storytelling that feels to me like something that's more of a filmmaker sensibility than a TV sensibility, and there's a lot of stuff like that kind of cropping up now. And I love that you mentioned VR. If you haven't checked out the VR setup here at Key West Studios, I highly recommend you do so, just because you need to know what it's like, but also there's a really great VR installation there that started off at Sundance called Notes on Blindness, which is related to a feature called Notes on Blindness about a man losing his vision, and the VR installation gives you a sense of what he went through, but it's not scientific, it's a work of art, and virtual reality is absolutely something that is going to become increasingly prevalent in our moving image society as the application of it becomes more democratized. And right now is a great time to sort of figure out what it's all about, because I think we're on the cusp of something really amazing there. And I really love sort of keeping tabs on what is the future of storytelling. What is a good version of VR versus something that's just a stunt?
I think storytelling is the key word here. I feel like VR is sort of in the Nickelodeon phase of what it's going to be right now. And that, you know, in 10 years, in the same way that I remember when there was a Dogma film, a Dogma 95 film, which was a Danish movement to kind of get filmmaking back to basics. They put out a movie called, this collective put out a movie called The Celebration, and it was shot on DV. And it came out in, I think it was 95, at a point when nobody was shooting stuff on digital and trying to say that this was a film. And when you watch it, I remember sitting in a theater and watching it and being like, this is incredible. This, in a lot of ways, it feels like it's kind of rewriting the rules. And in a lot of ways, TV is doing that as well. Because I cover 2 sections on the website, film and TV, there's a lot of overlap with the folks that I'm talking to. And I remember talking to an actor who had just done a Netflix series and being like, it was, you know, it's incredible that you were able to do this series and this long form storytelling and this and that. And he goes, yeah, but everybody's watching this over 2 nights. He goes, so I didn't think of it as a series, I thought of it as a 10-hour movie. And the way that TV can now be binge consumed, and I'm neither pro binge consuming nor anti binge consuming, but I will say that to be able to take all that stuff in and really treat it as a, you know, a 2-part 10-hour movie, it's able to do stuff that movies aren't able to do, in the same way that TV isn't able to do something like Moonlight, or in the same way that, you know, video games have done incredible leaps and bounds in how they tell stories interactively and narratively, and yet, you know, the video games can't give you The Godfather. The video games can't give you The Sopranos.
Not yet.
Not yet. And the movies can't do Grand Theft Auto 5. So